Welcome to World Unit Inc.'s 5-Minute Leadership Dialogue. Take a listen. See how you might answer the questions. You might discover you have the mind and heart of a leader. Good morning, Alberto. Thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure, Sarah.
As you know, we live in a capitalistic society. Money is an essential part of our daily lives. From your perspective, what's a healthy way to view it and manage it?
Well, you did say we do live in a capitalistic society. And, being the son of a Cuban exile who came from a communist society, I see the value of money. I see the value of the way this system works, how it really kind of promotes growth and, progress. Now, having said that, money in and of itself should never be the most important things in our lives. I got that from my family. I got it from my Jesuit education, 8 years of it. But someone I heard the other day said that money is not that important, but it's right up there with oxygen. Obviously, because we do live in the society, you have to be realistic and getting a good education so you can get a good job, so that you can have a roof over your head that you own. Those are very important in this system. And I always try to encourage my community to do well. You have to do well for yourself first so you could do well for others.
Alberto, you know, we live in a digital world where we are inundated every day with information. What do you do to cultivate a mindset that can be open to listening to ideas that might go against long held beliefs you have?
As a media personality, I have trained myself over the last 30 years to stay as neutral as possible. So I have that inherent kind of tendency, but I am human, right? I have my own political views. I have my own perspective on life. That although I'm on the air, I never really get to publicly say them. So for me, I've grown accustomed to hearing all points of views, many of which I don't agree with. So I've been lucky enough to be in a position where I've become so accustomed to being surrounded with people with different points of views. Now it's taught me tolerance, it's taught me patience, poise. But yeah, I am human and I do have my own feelings. So I confide in my daughter my biases and where I have to get better. We've actually had that conversation.
And last, Alberto, in life, especially the early part of our careers, fear, failing. What did you do to overcome yours?
I never thought about failing. So I always tend to think positive. That's why I have that sign behind me. I think if you think you're going to do well and you think you're going to succeed, there's that notion of positivity that really, if you can see it, feel it, and want it, most of the times it comes through. So I try not to think about failing. I try not even think about what it feels like to fail. I really do that.
That's wonderful. So, Alberto, thank you so much for your thoughtful answers. We wish you continued success in all that you do.
Keep up the good work, Sarah. I know you've been doing it for a long time, and you're going to do it for an even more longer time in the future.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to a leader. Hope you'll join us next month and help us create a world that values the common humanity we all share.